Hey there everyone, this is the Airsoft Enthusiast here with the second and final part of the homemade suppressor tutorial for airsoft guns. As you see here, I have prepped, it's almost pretty much done. Now all you need to do, once you have everything cut out and you have pretty much leaving off from before, you put the pen almost all the way through. You put it in through whichever side works for you. It doesn't really matter. And make sure it's long enough to poke out the top a little bit. This is now the top. I don't know if I clarified that before, but this is considered the top now. And be sure the lid is off, of course, and see if I'll actually be able to show you. So prep this. Now it's under pretty tight, so you pretty much just take the stuffing and you put the stuffing in there until you pretty much can't anymore, to where it's like extremely tight and you can't anymore. Now here's some like little tips as you're doing that. As you're doing that, you can put a screwdriver of some sort that fits, and you can use that to hold the pen. Again, picture this about the cap. You're putting the stuffing in. You can use a screwdriver to hold the pen in the center, and then use another screwdriver to pretty much push the stuffing in. If the screwdriver isn't working well and these edges on the can are rough, just sand them down a little bit, and then just be careful about it. Put the stuffing in with your fingers. This is stuffed to the top. I'm going to actually be using this, so obviously what I'm telling you should most definitely work, because I'm building this so I can use it. I wanted to use another one. And when you have enough stuffing in there, you pretty much just put the cap on, so a little bit of the pen is sticking out slightly, and you're going to want to, however this is cut, you're going to want to fit it back together as if you're trying to actually like you're trying to piece it together, kind of like it's a puzzle with this cap here. And like, I don't know how to really explain this, but if you look at it, in some edges, there's like some edges that like you pretty much excuse me, it's kind of hard to explain, but you pretty much just put the cap back on so it fits to the rest of the can like it's supposed to, like a natural fit. And you're gonna make sure it has to fit pretty tight. And pretty tight, and that the big pen is leveled and centered. You can use a screwdriver to do that. You put the screwdriver in like so, and you just kind of see if it's straight by looking at the base here. Okay, it looks pretty straight. And then you get some electrical tape. You're going to want to keep this together pretty tight, because if if anything is off centered, it's not going to work well. You're going to lose accuracy and all that. So try and piece it together pretty tight. You can kind of see if it's going together pretty well. when you're using electrical tape, because you can see if the cap is moving, and if it's flush, that means that area there is even. And of course, one little strip like that isn't going to be enough. You're going to pretty much want to make it pretty sturdy. You have to, say you're going this way and you're pulling tight, you got to take your finger and rest it against the cap to make sure you don't like pull the cap too off center. And then stop, and then do it again, if you can see what I'm doing. Stop, and then press again, and go. Stop. That's like I'm doing a telegram. Okay. Alright, that's on there pretty good. I mean, as long as it's near perfect. It's really hard to actually get this perfect, but as long as it's on there pretty good, it's not moved around too much. I mean, you can even put a little more tape to support it better. I mean, you're not really going to be hitting this hard enough to where it comes off balance or anything like that. Now when it's like this, you're going to want to fit it. Okay. See how that works? The tip of the pen goes into the tip of the muzzle. Okay, and you want to see if that fits. Now the actual final part of this. Sorry, I'm like all over the place. I'm just trying to like get this video done while I can. You'll see. You know, you gotta take care of this crease over here, and you get glue, hot glue, super glue, and you just put it along the seam here, all the way around. That's like the final part, and then it's up to you whether or not you want to cover this more with tape, or you want to paint it, or whatever else. Just don't put holes in there or nothing, because some people want to put the holes in because it looks cool, but that's just going to completely destroy the purpose of the end of this doesn't fit widthwise into a barrel like say an M9 3R or just an M9 in general. Just put a little bit of tape on there and kind of like screw it in against the tape, like turn against the tape. No, with the tape, I'm sorry, with the tape. Like if you have it on, let's say the tape is going that way, you go with it so that way the tape doesn't pull. And then it should fit in there pretty snug. The toughest part actually is just fitting it to make sure it fits snug with the gun. And after it's all excuse me, the glue is dry and everything, and you're all ready to go out, test it out, make sure it's clean, of course, because obviously if it's not clean, it's not gonna shoot very accurately. But you should definitely get a little more range when these are on as well. And you, by the way, you do clean these the same way you clean a bore, inner bore or barrel. You can go either way. The cleaning rod doesn't really matter. But that's really it. That's really it. Like I would put this in more, but I didn't glue it. I'm going to, but it pretty much just fit like the original Hush Puppy, like that. Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching. I hope the tutorial works for you, and if you have any questions at all, I answer them the best I can in my ability. Alright, have a good day.